Hello, my name is Erik Hawkins, but please call me Hawk. I'm a music production instructor and course developer for Berklee Music, and I'm here today to talk about remixing. So let's get to it. So there are all these great a cappella, vocals-only versions of songs out there right now. They're usually available for free download or download as part of a remix pack. And these tracks are available for you to do remixes on, to do mashups on, to have fun with. But the tricky part is if you get an a cappella and you've just downloaded this MP3 from the web, how do you go about getting that a cappella matched up to the tempo in your session, lining it up to the grid? And it's really tough when all you've gotten is an a cappella and you don't have the beats per minute and nobody's told you the beats per minute, and maybe it's something like a rap vocal where it's a little more difficult to figure out where the downbeats are, especially if they're sort of playing with some sort of syncopated lyrics. So the trick that I figured out is once you find the a cappella, once you find that track that you want to use, is go and find the full music version of the track and buy it or take it off of a CD if you've got the CD, and use that full music version because it's got all the beats in it to line that up on the grid. And then once you've got that lined up on the grid, then it's super easy to fly in your a cappellas, line up the a cappellas to the vocals in the full music version that's already lined up on the grid, and then get rid of the full music version and your a cappellas are beautifully lined up on the grid. So let's do that. Let me show you how that's done. I found a version of the Beastie Boys a cappella version of Body Movin', and I like it. I want to do a remix off of it, so I import it into my DAW program. In this case, I'm working on Pro Tools right now. And let's take a listen to it.
Let me get some action from the back section. Anybody rocking, not perfection. Let your backbone flip, but don't slip with this. And let your spine unwind, just take a risk. I wanna do the freaking take the brick up down. Tell me, party people, is that so wrong? The ship is docking.
Let's take a listen to it with the click track and see if it's in time.
Let me get some action from the back section. Anybody rocking, not perfection. Let your backbone flip, but don't slip with this.
Really not in time, right? I'm not sure how this lines up, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and find the full music version of the song, and in this particular case I have the Beastie Boys Must Have album, Hello Nasty, and it's got the track on this, so I'm going to import it directly from this track into my DAW program. I've already done that. So there it is right there, and let's take a listen to that. So now I need to go into this and determine the tempo of this original song. And usually what I do to do that is I will zoom on in here and find the beat. Then repeat. I like it right there because it's really clear and easy to hear there. So I'm going to use this little trick in Pro Tools called tab to transient, which allows me to tab right up to the transient. So that's one bar there. Let's double check that. Make sure that is indeed one bar. Then repeat. Then repeat. That's great. We can use that from that point there. And I'm going to scoot this to the front of the song right now and line it up. I don't need this at the moment. Scoot this to the front of the song, and I'm going to perform a little identify beat on it here in Pro Tools. One bar from bar 1 to bar 2. That's where it ends. Go OK. And I'm going to get my tempo up here. So my tempo is 99.034. 99. Actually, we'll round it down since it's closer. It's real close. I'll call it 99 beats per minute. So I can get rid of this. I don't need that. And then just reset my tempo. I like that. That sounds tight now. So we'll zoom in here now and just simply line up the acapellas to the beat here. And as you move this into position, it'll get tighter and tighter sounding. Till it lines up. That sounds really tight. Once I get this, I can actually move in even closer and really make sure that things are lined up. So like that.
Let me get some action from the back section. Anybody rocking? Not perfection. Backbone flip, don't slip.
And that's great. I like that. That's nicely lined up. And we don't need the main music track anymore, because we can just mute this, turn it off. I'm going to hide it in my tracks list here, hide and make it active. And we'll go ahead and take a listen to this with the click track.
Let me get some action from the back section. Anybody rocking? Not perfection. Backbone flip, don't slip with this. And let your spine unwind. Just take a risk. I want to do the brick and take the brick.
And it's beautifully lined up. And now we can start adding our own beat, or we can even do some fun little edits here. Let's say I want to take his word there and do a little 16th note stutter on him right here. So I can go like this. I'll go Command C, then I'll just duplicate this a couple times here. Let you see what that sounds like. Actually, that last one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I think I'll do a phrase of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And take a listen to that.
Take a risk.
And I'm working on the grid. So I'm going to be able to have fun arranging this. Like I said, putting a new beat, having it synchronized, anything I want to add, or anything else I want to beat match up. So I hope you find that trick useful, and I look forward to hearing some of your acapella remixes. Ciao.